Hello, St. Peter's and all of my reading friends. Today I have something very special planned for you. Today I'm filming a video in the evening, almost nighttime, so we can do a bedtime story. Bedtime is very important as we get ready to go back to school. Whether you're going to learn from home or you're going to go into the school, it's very important to get a good night's sleep so that your body is ready for action in the morning and your brain is ready to grow and learn, and that's what we're getting ready to do. So all summer long, you might have been able to stay up kind of late because you could sleep in the morning. But when it's time for school to begin, we know we have to get up a little bit earlier. So here are some clues that you know it's almost going to be time for bed once school starts. And we know that we're going to have to train ourselves a little bit. So pretty soon is when you're going to have to start going to bed a little bit earlier each night so you wake up earlier in the morning. So if you listen, I'm outside. The sky behind me, it's still a little bit bright, but the sun is setting. It's not over my head like it normally is when we have our videos. So the sun is setting, that's your first clue. Then listen for the sounds outside. Let's hear what we can hear. Did you hear the crickets? The crickets come out at night. That's their time to be awake because they've been sleeping for a while. You might hear some frogs start to get active at night. You might hear an owl, hoo, hoo, in the background. But if you hear those crickets, almost everyone has crickets, you'll know it's time to start winding down. So you might need to go in and take your bath, get your body relaxed and clean and ready for the most important and the most fun part of your bedtime ritual, reading a story, a good night story. So I'm going to read a good night story for you tonight. All right? My friends are out here, and as you can see, our friend Daisy, she's already really sleepy. She's almost sleeping already. So she's kind of lounging, laying back. We're gonna let her relax there. We have Ralph, who's being very generous, letting Magic Monkey and our Pig of Joy have a little piggyback ride, right? And don't worry, I still have our jar of joy. At the end of today, we're still gonna see how we can spread our joy, but we might have to wait until the morning to do it if you're doing this for your bedtime story, okay? I have a very special story for you today about a creature that comes out at night. Do you know any creatures that come out at night? Tell me. Oh, I heard somebody say bats. You're right. Bats come out at night. Sometimes people think bats are scary, but they're very good because they eat the mosquitoes, so the mosquitoes won't bite us. Pretty amazing. And we're gonna meet our bat in just a moment, but first we still have to get ready. So even if you're in your jammies and even if you're snuggled up in your bed, let's get ready for our story. Let's turn up our ears so we're ready to listen. Turn off our mouths so we don't make a sound. Put your hands quietly in your lap. Take a nice big deep breath. Now we're ready for our story. It's even okay if you fall asleep during the story. That means you're very relaxed and your brain and your body are ready to rest, okay? So sit back and relax. We're gonna read a nice calm story for bedtime. One of our favorites, Stellaluna, cute little bat. And this is written by Janell. Canon, Stellalunas. Are you all relaxed? Are you all snuggled in? Okay, here we go. In a warm and sultry forest, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat with her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. I'll name you Stellaluna, she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stellaluna clutched to her breast as she flew out to search for food. Every night, bats are up at night while we are sleeping. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stellaluna into the air. Her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster, into the forest below. Oh no, that owl knocked her right off of her mama. I hope she's going to be okay. Let's find out. The dark, leafy tangle of branches caught Stellaluna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stellaluna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings about her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. "Mother," Stellaluna squeaked, "where are you?" By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down, down again she dropped. Do you see how a bat holds on with its feet and hangs upside down? That's a pretty special skill. But she couldn't hold on forever, so she's falling again. Oh no. Let's see. I almost skipped a page. Here we go. This way. Flump! Stellaluna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the 3 baby birds who lived there. Stellaluna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the 3 birds. "What was that?" cried Flap. "I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet," chirped Flitter. "Shh, here comes Mama," hissed Pip. You see the 3 baby birds? They're so cute. That was good luck that Stellaluna landed in their nest. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stellaluna was terribly hungry, but not for the crawly things Mama Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. Would you want to eat a grasshopper? Neither would I. The birds love grasshoppers, but bats do not. Do you remember what the mama bat was looking for? Fruit. Right, they're fruit bats. So she was searching for fruit. They don't usually eat grasshoppers, but birds do. Stellaluna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs even though they tasted awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing. Stellaluna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Once when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. "Oh, eek!" she cried. "Get back up here this instant! You're going to fall and break your necks!" Look at those birds. So you see the baby birds were trying to hang on the nest, just like Stellaluna, who's a bat. That's kind of silly. Uh-oh. The birds clambered back into the nest. But Mama Bird stopped Stellaluna. "You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest until you promise to obey all the rules of this house." Stellaluna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stella behaved as a good bird should. But is she a bird? No. She wasn't being naughty, she was just being a bat, right? But the mother bird has to protect her babies too. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Wait a minute. I think I skipped a page. Let's go back. I sure did. Good thing I caught it. Here we go. All the babies grew quickly. Soon, the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stellaluna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. I'm just like them, thought Stellaluna. I can fly too. She's flying. Pip, Flutter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stellaluna tried to do the same. See how they're sitting nicely? But Stellaluna, she has a different kind of feet, doesn't she? Hers are going to be different. My oh my pages are really sticking together. Sorry about that. Look at her try. How embarrassing. So she's trying to hold on and sit nicely like a bird, but bats can't do that. They have to hang upside down by their feet. It's the only way they can be graceful. I will fly all day, Stellaluna told herself. Then no one will see how clumsy I am. Do you think she'll be able to do that? Fly all day? That's like if someone told you you had to walk or run all day and never take a break. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Let's see. The next day, Pip, Flutter, Flap, and Stellaluna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. The sun is setting, warned Flitter. We had better go home or we'll get lost in the dark, said Flap. But Stellaluna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The three anxious birds went home without her. They were getting scared because it was getting dark. They needed to get home. Oh boy, she's by herself again. All alone, Stellaluna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promise not to hang by my feet, Stellaluna sighed. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sound of wings coming near. Does that look like how a bat usually sleeps? But remember, she was promising Mama Bird because she was trying to be like the birds. I wonder what those wings are. I hope it's not danger. Hey, a loud voice said. Why are you hanging upside down? Stellaluna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most peculiar face. I'm not upside down, you are, Stellaluna said. Ha! But you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. The creature said, I'm a bat. I'm hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stellaluna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat. She finally found someone who's like her. Look at him. Looks just like her, doesn't he? More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stellaluna told them her story. You ate bugs, stuttered one. You slept at night, gasped another. How very strange, they all muttered. Wait, let me look at this child, a bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you? She asked. Sniffing Stellaluna's fur, she whispered, You are Stellaluna. You are my baby. Her mama found her. She probably thought she was gone forever. You escaped the owl? Cried Stellaluna. You survived? Oh yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stellaluna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. Oh, I love that. She found her mama. But it's nighttime, Stellaluna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we'll crash into trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in darkness. Come with us. Stellaluna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stellaluna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. She's learning about the powers that bats have, that birds don't have. There we go. Soon the bats found a mango tree. That's a type of fruit. They're very delicious and sweet and juicy. And Stellaluna ate as much of the fruit as she could hold. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, cheered Stellaluna as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. That's a mango. Looks delicious. The next day, Stellaluna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my family, said Stellaluna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet and they fly at night and they eat the best food in the world, Stellaluna explained to the birds on the way. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stellaluna said excitedly. We will fly at night. She's so excited to show them. My pages are sticking together again. There we go. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leapt from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, howled Flitter. Ah! Shrieked Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. Stellaluna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to a tree, and the birds grasped a branch. Stellaluna hung from the limb above them. See, birds don't do so well in the dark, do they? They're different. We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark, too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike? Asked Flitter. And how can we feel so different, and be so much alike? Wondered Pip. I think this is quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, said Stellaluna. But we're friends, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. There's some bad facts. What do you think? Do you always think the same way your friends think? Nope. Do you always want to do the same things your friends want to do? No. Do you always feel comfortable doing some of those things that they're very comfortable doing? No, but you can still be friends. They were very different creatures, but they found a way to still enjoy each other. They're just going to have to make it a little bit different so neither of them gets hurt for what they do. So did you notice that all around me it's getting darker? The sun is setting. So this is what's called dusk. I still hear the crickets. I actually heard a frog plop into my pond as I was reading. And pretty soon it will be time for the bats to come out. And when it's time for the bats to come out, it means it's time for you to go to sleep. So before we all nod off, I know you're getting sleepy, so am I. Joy, what do you say? We figure out how to spread our joy. We can spread our joy tomorrow. If you're all ready for bed, we'll spread our joy tomorrow. Joy's gonna stay up there with Magic Monkey right now because they are snuggling, just like you might be snuggling too. Let's see how we're gonna spread our joy. Oh, this one is wonderful. So you can do this right now, and you can do it all day tomorrow, the rest of the evening tonight, and all weekend long. This one is great. It says, smile at everyone you see. What a great way to spread joy. And boys and girls, even if you're out and you have to put your mask on, if you smile so wide, your eyes will smile too, and people will know you're smiling at them. That's a fantastic way to spread joy. I hope when you see my smile, it makes you feel happy, because I know when I see you smile, that fills my heart with joy as well. Okay, my reading friends, tuck in, snuggle up, have a very good night's sleep so your brain will be ready to grow and your body will be ready to play when you wake up tomorrow. The last thing I'll leave you with is the goodnight song that my mom used to sing to me when I was a kid. All right, here's what she would sing. And I'm gonna use, my brother's name is John, because you have to use somebody's name. So we'll sing my brother's name because it was just his birthday, so it'll make him feel good. Here's what she sang right before I went to sleep. Rock me to sleep in a cradle of dreams. Sing me a lullaby of leaves. Tuck a cloud up under my chin. Lord, blow the moon out, please. Good night, John. Good night, John. Good night, John. Good night, good night, good night. Hope you had a happy day, happy day, happy day. Hope you had a happy day. I had a good day too.